Well, welcome to I'm the Good Thing, the podcast. This is the place where we unpack life wisdom. We pray, we affirm, and most of all, we discover our true beauty, our worth, and our power. I'm Denise Taylor, and I'm all about helping women build a life they love. And that begins with us believing everything good about who God created us to be. Now, this is the place where we get energized in a God kind of way as we see ourselves the way God sees us. And let me tell you, sis, you are good. So our life wisdom for today is this. You can't get to your higher self until you stop fearing the unknown. That's extremely powerful because we have to war against that stinking thinking that goes on in our minds in order to progress, to grow, and become. And so when I think about fear, it reminds me of my success superpowers. And some of you may know them, but success superpower number 2 is shake off fear. And the reason why that's so critically important in our life journeys as well as on our success journeys is because oftentimes we have to overcome our thoughts in order to achieve. And so I want to just anchor in on 3 perspectives of fear today. And I want to infuse you in a God kind of way. The first perspective is this. God didn't give you a spirit of fear. He gave you power. And even though we experience the emotion of fear, we have to lean into the power that he gave us so that we don't settle into the fear that we feel. You see, the power that God gave us is something that can overcome all of the objection, all of the doubt, and all of the confusion that begins to rise. Because that power is one that he gave us to soar. And so when we embrace our power, we can overcome fear. But the key perspective here is that God didn't give you fear. He gave you power. So take what he gave you. The second thing I want to really align around so that we can get rid of or shake off fear is that God has an expected end for you. He has a planned expected end for you. And so I want you to trust the destination that he is taking you to and know that it is secure in him. It's not even about you. It's about you trusting. It's about you following. It's about you allowing him to guide you to the place that he has prepared for you to thrive. There's nothing to be fearful of when we know and believe that it all rests in him. And then the last perspective that I want to talk on as it relates to fear is that God justified you. He called you. He didn't just randomly say, let me find somebody. No, he was real intentional about you. And so when we question his decision, we are questioning the all-knowing, the all-powerful, the all-sovereign God. Surely he has not made a mistake when he thought of you. And so the fear that you sense and the fear that you feel, you have to lean into your power. You've got to trust him for the destination. And you've got to know that he's not making a mistake when he has you in mind. So I hope that helps you today. And I want to thank you for connecting with me. If it did help you, by all means, apply what stood out most to your life. And if you loved it, make sure you subscribe so you can meet me here next time. And if you were moved, then share this with someone else. Keep seeing yourself the way God sees you. After all, you are the good thing. And visit my website, imthegoodthing.com, for all sorts of good stuff. And I'll see you next time.